Yo guys, it's TheFatRat, and as promised in my previous video, we're going to do a more in-depth look at the American Truck 139 update. So in this update, there's been a couple of new things, and the first is actually when you open up the game. So the launch pad is now slightly different, as you can see. To check your profiles, you click here and you can change between your profiles. This is the profile I made when I started. It's not, never really played it, and this is the other profile that I would use for multiplayer. This is your mod area, but you can also check here. So this tells you how many mods are active. So currently I have none. Here's your world of trucks, and there's your Steam Cloud, so it says all that. This is where you press to continue the game, but we'll not check that yet. This at the bottom hasn't changed. So you can manage your profiles. I'm not really sure. So yes, see the where you can go in and edit the stuff, but I did manage to change that earlier somehow. Options is your game options, so you can change all your game options without going actually into the game, which is a great addition. You get credits. Mod manager, which if it likes to load, is just your simple mod manager, and yep. Again, one thing I'm unsure about is why is there a mod manager button here, but then it also tells that if you also click on this, it takes you into your mod manager. It's the same thing. Yeah, and then there's your DLC browser. So I will now load up the game and we'll look at some of the other stuff. So now the game is finally actually loaded. This hasn't really changed much, but we can now go into trailer purchase and we can look at the new lowboy trailers. Now, there are two options that you can actually choose from on the purchasable thing, but I've checked. This is for once I actually checked in advance. They're the same. Oh, I thought that's how you customize, obviously not. So this is what they normally look like with their gooseneck attachment, which is what I believe they're called. So you have your basic single trailer. I'm going to actually go into this view so you can see it a bit better. You can have double or triple. Within double there are actually some different chassis options. So you can have the 3 axles with one at the back, 4 axles with one at the back, and then a sort of 2x2 with 2 at the front, and then 5 with 2x3. And with your triple, something similar. So you can have 6, 7, 8, or 9 axles. I don't personally need that. I will stick with a single for now. For your body types, you can have a wooden lowboy, which if we go up here is sort of, sort of wood down the sides and gap in the middle. Full wooden includes the wood in the middle, and wooden aluminium has aluminium in the middle. I'm going to stick with the full wooden. For your chassis, you get 45 foot and a 50 foot 3 axle. We'll go for the 3 axle. And for your paints, not very much. You have a green, which I'm not a big fan of. Red, which is quite bright. Grey, which looks very nice. Blue, which is very good. Or your custom colours. Quantum blue in my case. For accessories, starting at the front, you can either have your sort of gooseneck here, as I mentioned, or you can have it as a flat wooden deck. I'm going to stick with the wooden deck. This will actually have to revert it back to a gooseneck, but so you can either have, so this one basically allows you to then have sort of wheel coverings, I think they are, down the side, but that's not what as I said, to have that we can't have. The other thing, here you can put mud flaps, so your standard or exclusive. I'll stick with standard. Down the side here, this is for your lights down the side. It's sort of generic. Your wheels are your normal ATS wheels, which I'm going to just attempt to paint, or not paint, like just make. I wish there was options to make presets of these. Please, SCS, if you watch this, that would be great. And then on the top you can then have either no rear fenders, aluminium, wooden, paint, I think wooden. For here you can have a long load sign, overload sign, wide load sign, beacons or strobes. I think I will go with the strobes. You can have standard or exclusive, exclusive in my case, or standard or exclusive, standard. Don't think there's anything then down this side that's any different. No, so that's actually the new trailer. I will now purchase this and get out on my truck. So we're back and we've got our load with our trailer. It's a forestry thing, can't remember the name. But interesting thing to note on the experimental 139 beta, everything's just a mystery box on a pallet for this. It's obviously a bug, but you know, it reminds me of somewhat of the mystery box from The Simpsons, first thing that came into my mind. But we're currently in the port of Seattle, which is in the Washington DLC, and there is another one of the new, nearly hit that, one of the 139 things is viewpoint, and there's one here, so this is basically, it's just a cutscene. Don't know what more there is to say apart from it's just a cinematic of the port. Be interesting to see how this would work on Truckers MP, because you can maybe then, because it's obviously showing it in real time, so you never know, like it could show a truck driving past or something like that, you know, which I think would be very interesting to see. And I mean, it shows you a perspective you may not think that you could look at. So it's definitely is interesting, and I'm fairly certain it is actually live within it, so it would definitely be an interesting thing. Like I'm moving my wheel now. I know I can't see it, but like I'm still got force feedback, like it's actually moving. So I don't know how long it lasts, but yeah, every time I move the wheel, it says press escape to skip cutscene. So that's basically it. Nothing too spectacular. So we'll now have to exit. We'll have to go all the way around this port. Fun times. It's going to be very fun because left-hand drive truck, and I am used to right-hand drive, and it's not got rear steer as well, so it doesn't want to turn as well as I'm used to. So whatever. So I'm going to go and finish this job. Hope this has been an interesting enough video. I'm not sure if if you want me to keep doing these sort of in-depth in quotation marks of actually going and testing them, or just stick to the new stuff. I mean, I'll leave it up to the YouTube subscribers and all that. And you know, if you're not subscribed and you want to keep up to date with the latest Euro Truck and American Truck news, then you know what to do. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to like this video, give it a like. Comment any ideas you may have. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Goodbye.